Once upon a time in the peaceful village of Kijiji, nestled between two great rivers, lived a young woman named Amara. She was known for her beauty, kindness, and her melodic voice that could calm even the wildest of animals. Amara lived with her father, Baba Juma, the village blacksmith, and though they were not rich, they were respected by everyone. In the same village, there was a young man named Kato, strong and hardworking, with a dream of becoming the village's best farmer. Kato had admired Amara from afar for years. Every time she passed by his farm, her smile brightened his heart, but he never had the courage to tell her how he felt. One evening during the village's annual harvest festival, Kato decided that it was finally time to confess his feelings. As the sun set, casting a warm golden light over the village, he saw Amara standing by the river, her reflection shimmering in the water. Gathering all his courage, he approached her. "Amara," he said softly, his voice trembling, "I have admired you for a long time. You are the most wonderful person I've ever known, and I wish to be by your side." Amara turned to him, her heart racing. She had always found Kato charming and admired his hardworking nature, but she had never expected him to speak so openly about his feelings. Blushing, she smiled and said, "Kato, I didn't know you felt this way. I've always thought of you as a good friend, but perhaps there could be more." They stood there looking into each other's eyes, feeling a connection that neither of them had expected. They spent the evening walking by the river, talking and laughing, and before the night was over, they had promised to explore their feelings for each other. But life, as it often does, took a sudden turn. A few weeks later, a wealthy merchant from a neighboring village arrived. His name was Bwana Zuri, and he was known for his smooth words and lavish gifts. When he saw Amara at the village market, he was immediately struck by her beauty. Without hesitation, he approached Baba Juma with a proposal to marry Amara, offering a large bride price. Baba Juma, though a loving father, was tempted by the wealth that Bwana Zuri promised. "Your daughter will live like a queen," Bwana Zuri said, flashing a smile. "She will never want for anything." When Baba Juma told Amara about the offer, her heart sank. She didn't love Bwana Zuri, but she didn't want to disappoint her father, who had sacrificed so much for her. Torn between duty to her family and her feelings for Kato, Amara felt lost. That evening, she met Kato by the river, tears in her eyes. "Kato, my father wants me to marry Bwana Zuri. I don't love him, but I can't let my father down." Kato's heart ached at her words, but he was determined not to give up. "Amara, I love you," he said firmly. "I will fight for you, no matter what it takes. We belong together." The next few days were filled with tension. Bwana Zuri began courting Amara, showing up with expensive gifts and promises of a luxurious life. Kato, on the other hand, worked tirelessly on his farm, hoping to prove that his love was enough, even if he could not match Bwana Zuri's wealth. The village was divided. Some people thought Amara should marry Bwana Zuri and secure a wealthy future, while others supported her love for Kato, who had grown up with them and shared their struggles. As the day of decision grew closer, Amara felt more and more pressure. She loved Kato, but Bwana Zuri's constant presence and her father's hopes weighed heavily on her. She began to doubt whether true love was worth sacrificing her family's future. Just when things seemed unbearable, a sudden storm swept through the village. The rivers, usually calm and peaceful, overflowed, flooding the fields and homes. The villagers worked together to save what they could, and in the chaos, Bwana Zuri's wealth and promises seemed insignificant. Kato, without a second thought, rushed to help Amara's family. He braved the storm, pulling Baba Juma from the rising waters and helping to save their home. Meanwhile, Bwana Zuri, more concerned with his own belongings, fled the village, leaving his treasures behind. As the storm passed and the village began to recover, Amara realized something important. In the end, it wasn't wealth or promises that mattered. It was the people who stood by you when times were hard. Kato had risked everything to protect her family, while Bwana Zuri had shown his true colors. When the village had recovered, Amara stood before her father and the elders. "Father, I know you wanted me to marry Bwana Zuri, but I cannot. He may have riches, but his heart is not true. Kato, though he has little, has given me everything. His love, his loyalty, and his courage. I choose him." Baba Juma, moved by Kato's bravery during the storm, nodded in agreement. You are right, my daughter. True wealth lies in the heart. I give you my blessing to marry Kato. The villagers gathered to celebrate, singing and dancing under the bright moon. Amara and Kato were married under the great baobab tree, surrounded by the people who had seen their love grow. As they exchanged vows, the rivers flowed gently once more, a sign that their love had withstood the storm. Morale of this story: true love is not measured by wealth or promises, but by the strength of the heart and the actions that prove it. In times of hardship, those who stand by you are the ones worth holding on to. Thank you for joining us on this magical journey through the heart of Africa. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Moonlit Tales of Africa for more captivating tales that bring the spirit of our culture to life. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new adventure. Your support helps keep our stories alive. See you in the next tale.